you will answer. When the Lord asks you, what did you do? When these things were happening in Nigeria and in all these countries like Russia, like Syria, Armenia, and all these other places, I can't call their names, I can't keep track. Persecution of Christians all across, even the Romans. Look in your history book. Did they do this kind of work? The secrets, designed and the calculated elimination and destruction of people of faith. Who are the people behind it? You know. Send the text to the president. Send the text to 45470. Send a text to 45470 and it will reach President Trump to say you support the action that he is taking. Let it be the resources at the end and we will see. For even the resources we do have. Availability of the resources is not the issue. It's the means to be able to refine it is the issue. And that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about taking an action to eliminate a well-organized criminal enterprise that steal the treasures of the commonwealth of the people and distribute it in every state. Their governors and their political leaders and political actors, including those who don't run for politics, but they control the network that is underground that the people of Nigeria do not see. They have eyes, they cannot see. They have ears, they cannot hear. They have mouth, they cannot speak. They have brain, but they cannot think. Who can tell me what is that? An idol. An idol, the work of a human hand. They mold and make them in different shapes. And they bring up an ideas and formulate it in order to control and manipulate the people. Power! How does that serve your interest? And somebody will come out and say, oh, this or that. Call your senator if you were born in Nigeria, if you are not ashamed. If somebody have never made in your presence a remark that is denigrating to you about Nigeria, if you have not suffered, you will not understand. But if somebody have suffered, failed to get a promotion or raise, or get into positions of in place of trust, because of where you came from, is because of these corruptions that you have been allowing, and you still stuck in your tribal peculiarities and use it to overshadow you and make you blind that you cannot see that though that you suffer. And yet, you agree to suffer. Though you die, you agree to die. When the Lord asks you, what did you do about the life that you have lived and continue to live? The kind of injustice that you suffer. Send a text to the President of the United States to 45470 and you will get a response and you will have an opportunity to voice your support. Call your congressman, your senator, and your representative and tell them that this conduct must stop, even if it's against the people of the North, even if against the Hausas. It doesn't matter who tribe it is genocide. And there should be consequences. The people should be punished for what they have done. For that is the nature of God. You will have to answer yourself and say, oh, because of Christ, you forgive. Then you should, because of your Christ, don't go to hospital and allow yourself to die too. Because if you take an action to save yourself, it might be a problem. It might be offending somebody. Oh, you might be able to say you don't have the money to be able to take care of yourself and allow yourself to die too. And hope that God will be able to protect you. And as far as the church is concerned in the positions of power, or any other religion, Islam also, and they say they represent them, what kind of human being sees in a position of traditional rulership? Doesn't matter whether it's Obi, Igwe, Highness, King, Sadwana, Emai, whatever the title is. You have a cultural leadership in the place where you are. And you sanction this blood being wasted, and you say, why you not playing God? How can you stand before God that have made you? How can you overcome the judgment that will be leveled against you? Find out. You will not find in the Quran a reckless and wanton destruction of human life by Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad did not go about killing people. He killed people because of the power and the injustice of the power that oppose him and even refused to hear his protests. Go and read your history and ask the scholar. I'm not an expert in that field. So let those who are experts, and books has been written about real reason, the intent and the motivation for the killing and wanton destruction of life. It wasn't because of what God told him, and it wasn't to force people to convert to Islam or establish a caliphate or any kind of government. These people are blasphemers. They are not followers of Muhammad, for they don't understand what they are doing. Those that send them must be brought to justice, just like even in the church. People that come up with all kinds of ideas to be relevant, to be important, so that you will not say, oh, you is only the Muslims. Other religions, they engage in all kinds of stuff. There has been studies by philosophers. People created twins separated from birth. One learned and lived in the kind of world that we live, and one they put in isolation and raised, and yet the one in